Okay, good morning class. So this is the second meeting in our class, oral literature. So the second meeting, we are going to talk about Indonesian folklores or Indonesian oral literature. We are from Indonesia, so it is easy for us to understand more about our own culture, our own tradition. But the question is it really easy to study more, to make it as a scientific study about Indonesian folklore? Let's find out. So before we move to the discussion, I'm going to talk about the functions of oral literature. There are 9 functions. The first one is as a form of entertainment. So folklore or folk tales was meant to entertain the people. The second one as a form of a legitimacy of social norms and cultures, because the people develop the society and also the norms or the rules that bind people. So folklore or folk tales also part of the social binding as a legitimacy of their own rules. The third one as society education instrument. Through folklores, people teach their children about norms, about values, and anything that will contribute to their children's understanding and acknowledgements about the society. The fourth one as a law enforcement to maintain the social norms. It is related to the second one, more or less quite similar. The fifth one as a solidarity enforcement for people, not only to punish, to give a warning, but also as tools to make people get close to each other. The next one as an escape from reality. So this is related to the first one as a form of entertainment. So when a person get bored of his or her life, and then he or she recites the song or try to perform one of the dance, because dance is also part of the folklore. So that is to escape from their hard real life. The next one as a social critic. This one, for example, the mouse deer, kancil. As we know that the mouse deer is very tricky. It can trick any or many dangerous or stronger animals that want to eat him, the mouse deer. But the social critic here as that the mouse deer is used for the symbolism as we people, that we may weak, but we can be smarter then the strong one. Can you guess which one is the strong one? Yes, the colonizer. So mouse deer story is used as a form of motivation, a story that can motivate our people during colonization. Yeah, we may weak, small, but we can be smarter than the colonizer. So that's a part of a social critic function. The next one, as a wise advice, many folklores contains a wise advice for people. So this is also related to the legitimacy of social norms, yeah. And then the last one is as a society philosophy. So many people from different culture or different ethnic in Indonesia, they have form of folklores as part of their society philosophy. I mean, the philosophy of this particular or certain ethnic was performed or was recited in the one of the folklore. So that's the function as the society philosophy. That's it. We move to the next one. This is the actually the reason that when we study our own oral literature, our own folklore, it is not that easy. Although we are Indonesian, but we are coming from many diversity. Yeah, the first one, ethnicity, different cultures, different norms, different religions, different geography, different language, different beliefs and tradition, different. We are coming from different background. What makes us unite is the language of Indonesia. But in terms of studying Indonesian folklore, we cannot go as Indonesian folklore, but we go to our own background. It is not that we cannot go to someone's or different background, but in terms of studying it in a scientific research, there are many categories that we have go through different backgrounds, such as ethnicity and so on. So yeah, I think there will be more diversity than this diversity that I have written on the presentation, but mostly the diversity belongs to this group. Next, so how we study Indonesian folklore? We make it narrow. We can make it based on region, based on the geography aspect. We can go based on the religion, because we are a country that has many religion. We can go based on the beliefs. We can go on based on the ethnicity, and also we can go with the tradition. So it's based on your own object when you make it as a scientific study about our own folklore. Next one. So we are talking about the values within Indonesian folklore. So I have compiled the common values that appears in our folklores. The first one is about obedience, hard work, faith, friendship, love, respect, cleverness, peacefulness, happiness, and trust. I believe that there will be more values in our Indonesian folklore, but the common values will be these 10 values. You can find other values if you want. Next, the themes. Actually, each country, or let's say nation, have their own folklore, and their own folklore have their own themes based on the condition of the country. So for Indonesia, the common themes that appear in Indonesian folklore will be religiosity, beliefs, betrayal, environment, love, children, kingdom, good and evil, stubbornness, ignorance, hatred, jealousy, and greed. That's it. And then the challenge. The first one is the reduction of the mother tongue language use. We nowadays used to talk in our second language, our national language, Indonesia, or even some people tend to talk in the foreign language. If you notice that kids nowadays in the urban city, they are very fluent. No, some are fluent, some are very fluent speaking English. The parent who able to speak in English talk to their children in English, not in Indonesia. We can find it in our society now. So the impact of this situation that when we talk in different language, we don't learn our own language. So it is important for us, even though we are studying foreign language, any foreign language, but we must not forget our own mother tongue. So when we blend to our society in our hometown, I think it is best for us to talk in our mother tongue to preserve the tradition. The next one is about misunderstanding the purpose of learning foreign language. This is related to the first one. We learn, some people learn foreign language they have different purpose, different agenda, but what makes it challenging for our own culture that the purpose of learning foreign language is for fulfill the demand of our society or our own modern society. The society nowadays demand people to talk in foreign language, not only English actually, because now people start to learn other foreign language such as Japanese, Korean, German, Spanish, and so on. So it's based on the demand of the modern society. And then also to show to their circle that they can speak foreign language to maintain the social status. That is very bad actually. Yeah, learn foreign language just to make yourself look like educated people. That's not the purpose. And then the next is ignoring the local tradition, encoding local folklore in place. Yeah, because of the progress of our society in the modern era, we start to ignoring our own tradition. We expose ourselves to the foreign culture. It is not bad actually, but the bad thing is that we learn other tradition, other culture, but we forget our own. So that's not wise. Next, over proud of being modern people. This is related to the previous one. Because we live in a modern era, we start to set ourselves as a modern people, then we forget about the tradition. We are too proud that we don't want to touch the tradition. That is very bad. The last one, a concept of mind or thinking that local folklore is not important. It does not have a direct impact in our life. Some people may think that what's the use of learning this kind of study, learning folklore. It's better for me to earn money. So people nowadays think more in the aspect of economic, so that they think that other aspects such as folklore and literature is not important. So that is the challenge for Indonesian folklore. You may find other challenge, it's up to you. So that's it. Oh, the last one, how to preserve. First, increase the study of local folklore, of course. If we want to preserve the tradition, we have to increase the study. The study is not only about reading or watching the performance, but also we make a scientific study. We analyze, we explore based on different objectives. The next one, writing and translating the tradition, the folklore, into foreign languages. This is a part that we can take part as a English learner. We know some folklores, we write it into English, then we make it like a book or anthology that we can introduce it to foreign people. Yeah, so don't keep it in ourselves, but try to share our folklore. The next one, creating anthology. It's not only anthology actually. We have to share it. We have to spread our local folklore in many ways. We can use a blog, we can use social media, any kind of form of media. The last one, performing the stories of local folklore in the public summit or public meeting. Perform is not only about dance, yeah. It can be song, it can be mantra. Yeah. In our bahasa Indonesia, we got some recital folklore called mantra, such as we can also perform in for example in Japanese culture, mochopat, yeah, we can perform mocopat in the public summit so that people will be reminded about their own folklore. That's it for the Indonesian folklore. So I don't want to touch the examples because we will talk about the examples next week. So we only talk about the content about Indonesian folklore and the challenge today. So we will discuss and analyze some examples of our own folklore next week. Yeah, so you may find on your own time to find the examples from your own hometown. So that's it. Thank you for paying attention.